everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please don't skip this video and watch till end, and make yourself an easy paper rose and comment below if you were able to make it and how it turned out. Let's start making it. Start off with an A4 sheet paper and you have to take out a square from it. You can take any color. I choose blue color because it's my favorite color. So I'm gonna cut it off and let's move on to the next part then. So after cutting out the square, I'm gonna open the square up, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna fold the square in half like this and make a really nice crease. Now one thing I want to tell you all is while you're making any origami or any paper craft or DIYs, make sure if you're folding a paper, it should be really creased well. If your crease is really well, your paper craft or the finished product will be really smooth and really nice. So like this, I'm gonna fold it in half twice way to make 4 squares out of it. I'm gonna cut these 4 squares out separately like this as shown in the video. Make sure to cut it nicely. So cutting all 4 of the pieces out, I'm gonna take one piece of the square sheet. I'm gonna fold it twice to make it a smaller square, then crease it well, and then I'm gonna fold it diagonally to make it a triangle shape. Now this will make a petal of a flower. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take a bottle cap or any round shape thing to make it a little curve for making it a petal shape, as the rose is a round shape. Then I'm gonna do the same for the other 3 petals also, like this, so I'm gonna fast forward it. Meet you for the next time. Now after marking all 3 round shape and the curved shape parts and the petals, I'm gonna cut them out really carefully so that I won't waste the paper. As I've cut all the petals, now I'm gonna cut a little, very little small part, a pinch part from the downside to make it a round hole. Now why I'm doing this, I'm gonna tell you later, but just cut it off. It would really useful and it's really important to cut that little part. And I'm gonna tell you what will happen if you don't cut that. Now, after you cut like this, I'm gonna cut a first petal for the first layer of the flower. Only 1 petal is necessary for that cut. Now, after this, I'm gonna take a round pencil or a thing to just cover the petals so that the flower or the petal doesn't really look like that straight and just look like it's made of paper and it is hard, but it looks a little curvy and it looks realistic and nice. Now for the second part, I'm gonna just cut the petal 2, like if I'm taking one petal from the first, I'm gonna take 2 petals from the second, and it would just work out like this. 3 petals for the other, and for the last, I'm gonna cut it from the middle. As it is 8 petals, I'm gonna just cut it from half, like this. And I'm gonna repeat the process for all the other petals, and I'm gonna curve it a little good, so it doesn't really look that edgy. What we are gonna do is I'm gonna start sticking the first petal. I've cut the petal and I'm gonna overlap one petal to the other to make it the first layer of the petal. Now for the second, I'm gonna stick that again like this. Yes, and also I recently purchased this, what do you call it, a glue or Fevicol. I found this on Amazon and it was really good, but its shipping price was really high though. Okay, but the glue was really good. Nevertheless, let's move on to business. I'm gonna take the last petal, I'm gonna fold it really nicely, and I'm gonna glue that well. So I have made that petal also, like it was total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the 6th petal, I'm gonna take any of the left petals that was only 1. I'm gonna make a literally very thin petal, so to fill out the gap when I will be making that flower. You will see that further. Okay, all the hard work and that tricky part of making a flower is all done. Now it's the fun part when we will be joining pieces like you join Lego pieces, and this will be the final step to make a flower. So I'm gonna take the first layer and I'm gonna stick the second layer on top of it. Now I'm not gonna just stick them one upon other, but so I didn't put them one upon other. I don't want to overlap the petals on each other, that's why I did so. Now why I curved the part was to make this only, to make it a really curvy, not look edgy, but to make it really look realistic and really nice flower. Now it's all made. You can leave it as it is without sticking a stick in this, but you can add a green stick as I've made. Now if you want to look like really realistic, you can take some nail polish and you can add it. Then when it dries, you can paint it with green color so it will look like tones of it. You can also add green leaves from a paper. I have made several of them, as you can see, like red, blue, green. Not green but yellow. So I hope you enjoy watching my video. Please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Share your friends, share your feedback, comment below. Be happy and healthy. Bye bye. Meet you next time.